In the vibrant, sun-soaked Caribbean village of Tumbletown, nestled between turquoise waves and emerald hills, Breadfruit was once the undisputed king of the dinner table. The villagers ate breadfruit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breadfruit soup, breadfruit chips, breadfruit stew, you name it, they cooked it. It was the staple that fueled every fisherman, a farmer, and frisky goat that roamed the hills. That is until one day, a rumor spread like wildfire through the village: breadfruit was making people cowardly. One fateful morning, Old Man Jabba, the self-proclaimed village oracle, strutted into the bustling market square. With his bushy eyebrows and a straw hat that seemed too big for his head, Jabba commanded attention. He climbed atop a rickety wooden crate and boomed. "Hear ye, hear ye. Breadfruit be making us fraidy cats," he proclaimed. He dramatically flailed his arms, recounting how he saw Kestan, the fisherman, run from a school of flying fish. The villagers gasped. Old Man Jabba claimed that the breadfruit's softness was seeping into their bones, turning them all into spineless chickens. A few days later, things escalated when Miss Marlene, the village's fiercest baker known for her legendary breadfruit pies, witnessed her son run screaming from a crab. The crab, a little thing with one oversized claw, barely bigger than a pebble, was now apparently a monster thanks to breadfruit. Furious, Miss Marlene marched to the village center, wielding a rolling pin like a sword, and declared, "No more breadfruit in this house. No more in the whole village." The villagers, caught up in the drama, nodded along. Soon enough, every home in Tumbletown emptied their breadfruit stocks into the streets, where the breadfruits rolled around like marbles, blocking paths and sending people skidding. A week later, with breadfruit off the menu, the villagers convened at the big almond tree for a serious discussion. The tree, which usually shaded gatherings of singing and domino games, now loomed like a courthouse. Jabba, now the village's self-appointed anti-breadfruit ambassador, led the meeting. "Folks, we's gonna make cassava the new staple. Tough, hearty, and good for the belly. No more breadfruit nonsense," he declared. The crowd cheered, waving cassava roots like trophies. But then little Tessa, the nosy 9-year-old, stood up and pointed at Jabba.
"But Mr. Jabba, didn't I see you eating breadfruit pudding last night?"
Jabba stammered. "Nah, that was a sweet potato pudding," he lied. But the crowd, skeptical, pressed on. Miss Marlene narrowed her eyes, recalling the distinct aroma wafting from Jabba's window. Things took a turn when Big Marvin, the village's strongest man, known for lifting crates of fish with one hand, was seen struggling to carry a single sack of cassava. He muttered, "I miss my breadfruit." Under his breath, and everyone froze. Then, one by one, villagers confessed their cravings. Even Miss Marlene admitted she'd made a secret breadfruit pie the night before, calling it a moment of weakness. Just as tensions reached a boiling point, Old Man Jabba, realizing the jig was up, confessed dramatically. All right. I admit it. Breadfruit does make us a little soft, but it tastes so good. Can we just eat it in moderation?" The villagers roared with laughter. Tumbletown's drama had reached its peak, and they all knew it was time to end the nonsense. They agreed breadfruit would be back, but only for special occasions. The first occasion: a grand breadfruit festival to celebrate their shared lunacy. And so, Tumbletown threw the most spectacular breadfruit festival ever seen. There were breadfruit games, breadfruit art, and enough breadfruit dishes to feed a small army. Villagers danced, sang, and even the goats got in on the fun, munching away on discarded breadfruits. Old Man Jabba, wearing a crown made of breadfruit leaves, declared it the best festival yet, and for once, nobody disagreed. The village had learned that while breadfruit might make you soft, it was the kind of softness that came with laughter, community, and full bellies. From that day on, Tumbletown never let a silly rumor stop them from enjoying their beloved breadfruit. And whenever someone got scared, they blamed it on anything but the breadfruit, except, of course, when the flying fish came around. And that was how Tumbletown learned to never let silly fears ruin a good thing. The end.